I am Izzy Noodle, welcome to a new walkthrough. I believe it's pronounced Feather of Ma'at, with that little break in there. Sorry if I do end up saying it wrong. But fun fact, Ma'at was the Egyptian goddess of truth, justice and wisdom. I did a bit of research there. So this level set can be a little tough and medpacks will be used. So without further ado, let's hop on in. So we start off in this outside area. I won't give the tour of the area as I usually do, so you can see what's what and get your bearings. I don't feel it's necessary. But to my left, we have a gate that needs an item to be opened. Over in the distance, you can just see a blue glow. So that's got an area of water, but as I've said, we will be looking at some of this stuff outside a little bit later. And let me just come over this way. I'm going to kill some spiders that are going to come out of the bushes. And once they're dead, you can crawl on in and grab a medpack. Awesome stuff. So the main goal is we actually are going to open up the gates there to get inside that particular temple. So that is the main section we'll be exploring. But we've got some stuff to do first. So coming over this way, we do have some flares over here. And then just come around the corner, there's a hole in the ground. So we're going to explore underneath one of the other temples in the area. So get your weapons ready because we'll have some bats. So there's plenty of bats and spiders in the entire level set. So then once they're dealt with, go ahead and pull this jump switch. So you can hear a gate has opened in this room. So I'm just coming around this way to grab a medpack. And then we can head on through to the opened gate. So that is right here, and keep on running because we will have a boulder chasing us. So just hop the gap there. Once you've hopped the gap, be sure to roll to be completely out of the way. And then just hop across into the room here and we can grab a lake key. I didn't need to do that. Fumble fingers. Okay, so next up here we're going to pull this block out the way because this will reveal a lever. So once that's out the way, just come around and then we can pull the lever. And we can see that's opened a gate, so we will be coming up to that in just a moment. So firstly, we'll need to pull this block out the way. This is blocking the path, so pull this twice. Okay, and then just go around and enter the passage. Okay, and just be sure to shoot this pot here for some shotgun shells. So that gate ahead of me is what I've just opened. But just shoot this spider and then come on into this room. We're gonna grab a shotgun. And then the room opposite directly ahead of me, that is the exit. So we don't want to go there just yet. We're not done here. So come into this room. So at the end here we'll have some flares. So the whole level set is pretty bright enough. You don't really need to use many flares, but you get given plenty. So as I hop up to here, we can see this block has gone down. So this is timed. That's gone down so that we can pull that lever there. So you do have to press the look button a lot to get rid of some of the camera angles. So we've got a timed run up to there. The timer starts the moment you step off of this block. And it will open this gate here. So I'm not going to save. I like to save before timers, but I think we'll be okay. So to here and then hop to here. and just like so. There we go, so the gate is open. Oh, these pots are in the way. There we go, so we have a crystal piece here. This is not a full crystal. We need a second piece. So now we've got this, we can exit, so now take the other path. So if you do exit, you'll have to come all the way back around if you didn't grab everything. So we need the crystal piece and the lake key. Here we go. So the gate to the left of me, we need to open that in order to leave. So just grab that medpack there and then shoot everything on there to get it out of the way, because we need to stand on here and just do a running jump up to here. So there we go. In some cases you will need to hold the forward button in order to guarantee that you're going to climb on up. There we go. So we've got this view of this switch, which is kind of an annoying view, but pressing the look button automatically removes that. So the gate down below has opened up, so you can either drop on down, or while we're up here, we may as well just drop this way. There we go. We are free. So now we're in the outside area where I already was. We're at the far side. So this is the lake. So I mentioned that there was some water at the far side. So here we are. We do have some flares, and you could already see just there we have the second crystal piece, but as you look over, it's surrounded by a spike trap, so that's why we have the lake key. So climb on up and then we can use the key. Okay, just here. Awesome stuff. So the easiest way down, just stand at the edge, make sure you are lined up, and then just press the roll button and you will land right here. So now we have the second crystal piece. So now I'm heading back to the gate where I picked up the flares, so that's where we're going to use the crystal pieces. Okay, and you will need to save. It is important that you save the game here. Okay, so you need to jump right at the very end of the slope, but the jump is difficult because there's a low ceiling. You can bang your head and just mess up. There's a spike trap at the end. Well, just, yeah, do your best. Okay, so you want to jump in the middle, because if you jump too far to one side, especially the left side, she'll not be able to get her footing, because she needs her knees to one side, if you see what I mean. So she'll climb up much slower, and then you'll just be taking damage for longer. Also, in the guide on the site it says you can jump around the corner. I have not been successful at doing that. So yeah, just do it this way if you are struggling. So slide here, jump again. Okay, so I didn't mean to land in the water, but it really doesn't matter because I need to pull this underwater lever anyway. So if I come over to here, what the lever there did was raise up this block. So jump up here and then I can reach the jump switch. Oh, didn't mean to jump. Fumble fingers. So you heard the gate open. That's right over here. So just to the right around the corner there is yet another medpack. And here, seemingly, there's not much to do, but what we need to do is actually, we need to push this boulder in order to break the gate. Okay, and we can grab our first secret, so I recommend a save, just because you can get yourself stuck. So you can climb down here once you've push the boulder down, grab this, and if you you don't want your footing to climb in, but you can safely drop down to the bottom where the boulder is, but the ledge is too high to then get back out again, so do be very careful there. Don't drop further than the crawl space. So medpacks galore in this game. It's not that tricky that you need a bunch of medpacks, maybe on a first play, but I won't be using all that many. So you can't see what I'm shooting, there were a couple of spiders. So keep following the path, there was no pickups just there. Okay, and we are back outside. So what you want to do here, we want to jump over to here, but do a standing jump with a grab, because a running jump will overshoot. And then this can be another tricky jump, so I recommend another save. I mean, it looks simple enough, but Lara often doesn't grab this ledge, so just do a jump after your hot backs, because she edges forward just a little bit, and then do a late grab. So a late grab just gives you the extra little bit of height. It's just little things that you don't think about when playing the original releases. It's things like that that you pick up on when you play so many TRLEs. So I've just pulled a lever just there, so there is a second one we'll need to pull just here. And now the temple is open. The Temple of the Apollo. So there was a little hole just there you can drop into to save any damage, but it doesn't really matter. Well, I didn't take damage somehow, but depending on where you land, you will take damage. And before I go in, we do have some shotgun shells just here. So next task, we need to get the doors ahead of me open. So we need to get into this room to do that, so we don't need to actually open the gate, because we can just swim through this gap into the room. So to the far end, we need to pull 2 levers. So situation on both sides, we need to time it well. Otherwise we'll either get a bit of a sharp poke, or we'll get barbecued. One or the other. So just time the spikes and grab the edge, and then just remain here watching the flame. The very first opportunity, pull up. Oh no. You see, that is tight. I'll give it a moment. One thing is you can look for the light. The light of the flame goes out right before the actual flame does. Also, do not stand here too close to the spikes because they can do damage, even if you're not on the same tile. And now those flames have instantly gone off, not that it matters because we won't be doing any more with them. And the doors are open. Okay, so before heading straight there, we have the chance to grab another secret. So in the water is this underwater lever. So this actually does two things which will throw you off. Because if we pull it, we can instantly see when we climb out. It opens the gate, which is not necessary at all. But what it also did was open up a gate right down here, and then we can grab the secret items. So 2 lots of Uzi clips. We do not get much Uzi ammo in this game, so I will be saving it for the end. So this is the main room. It is kind of complicated. And there is a bat. Sometimes he's to the left, sometimes to the right. Lara, I want you to look. There we go. Because he'll be, why won't you look? Quit your hopping. Well, it's somewhere, anyway. So in this room, we have 4 challenge rooms. We need to pull a lever in each room. I see you. Okay, a lever in each room to open up the gates ahead. So yeah, this can be quite complicated. There's one room in particular, which is just awful. Also, you may have noticed the crosses as I entered the room. Take note of those. So, pull this jump switch. This opens the first gate, which is right behind me. So it doesn't matter what order you do these rooms in. Come on through to the first one. We have some spiders. Is that everyone? Yep, good. We got some flares. And if we take a look around, we have 2 closed gates. There's also 2 odd tiles in here. And there is this, which is movable. So we need to put something on the 2 odd tiles. One thing we have here. So actually, we do need 2 of these. So we'll have to find a second one. Okay, so if we have a look around, we will notice this ladder. So head on up. You can also see a lever on the side, but ignore that for now. So up here is the second urn. So we're gonna just go ahead and push this straight off the edge, Lara Croft style. There we go, so now just push it into place. Okay, so that's opened this gate, and I'm gonna have a cautionary save. Just in case, because you can almost guarantee if I don't save, something bad's gonna happen. So here you want to slide just a little bit. You see, I saved, so it's a good job I saved. There we go, so slide a little bit so that we can grab the monkey bars. Watch out for the burner. If you're quick enough, you can make it around the corner, but sometimes it is better safe than sorry. Just take your time. And here is lever number 1. So just press the look button to get away from the gate angle. This is another spot where you might want to save, but I'll risk not saving. So we want to get out of here. So be careful, because we can land straight in the path of this burner. So we need to get past the burners. Sometimes they seem to burn at the same time. Sometimes it seems like they burn at different times. So I don't know what's up with that. But I did a half tile jump there. It's not necessary. I know I do often take advantage of that. But I only say it if you really, really do need to do a half tile jump. So now we are done, but don't forget, there is this lever. So now we've opened up that exit, the return path there. We can use this lever. This is very secret. So it is time, so pull it and then rush on back the way we came. So I recommend taking your finger off the sprint button for the corners and then sprint down and you'll land straight onto this safe tile. And this gate here has opened up and we can grab some Uzis. So if I'm correct, I do believe this is the only place you can pick up the Uzis. There we go, that is room 1, completely done. So, next room. There's going to be some more critters somewhere, they're everywhere. Okay, so just grab some shotgun shells. And also there's some flares ahead over here. And this is the worst room. So just stand on this tile. This opens the door. It will close behind you. So I do like to do a lot of saves here. You'll see why. So we need to make some jumps over these columns, but we can see they are spike traps, but they are delayed. So we have a moment to stand on them, but we gotta be quick. We're also being chased by a wraith. Yeah. So I'm gonna save here, but then I will instantly save again in just a moment. So I do have my routine here now. So we're gonna jump over and grab the edge of that column. Oh, there we go. So in case I don't make the jump there, that's why I like to save before. And climb on up as you're climbing. This is another spot I like to save. Oh, okay, nope. So just here as well as I'm climbing. So you might think you could just do this in one go. That's cool, that's fine. But I do say a lot. I'm not confident. So I do like to make sure I'm trying to just get through to the best of my ability. And then easy peasy, just jump to here, side jump. And here is the lever. So pull this. Side jump, use a Medpack. Keep going, because as you can see, there's a boulder. And now we have a ladder. So this is really cruel, and this is the sole reason we had to use that Medpack. Because sometimes that wraith does not leave you alone on the ladder. If it really is bothering you and you just can't climb, just drop down a little bit so it loses you. I'm just gonna do a quick zigzag. Oh. Okay, grab a Medpack, which is probably completely unnecessary under the circumstances. And then drop on down, but do be careful. And there we go. We're out. We're fine. We did it. So that is the worst part of this over. So it'll find these crosses pretty quick. So don't need to hang around here. We did spawn a spider. It gets lost easy though. Never mind. Let's just move on to the next one. So now we are going up the south ladder. So on this south wall there's these two ladders, so head up either one of them. And then we can just go ahead and hop over to the platform here. We need to drop this block off of this platform, so we're just going to drop it down the hole that's right there. So because of the flooring, I do need to just push it this way first. There we go, and the impact of that has actually toppled the boulder just there. So the only reason we did that was to remove the boulder from that ledge, and now we can climb that ledge. So for now, go to the east side, which is actually over here. I got a bit lost, but I just saw the rope just here. We need to pull the lever that is over here. And you can just press the look to remove the camera angle. There's the spider. Okay, so that's the next gate. Open! So before I go in there, I'm actually also going to grab a secret. So we can move this block onto a tile that's actually, it's to my left. Well, to Lara's left. Just around the bottom of the, I think it's a column. There's a block in the way regardless, but it's around there. Sometimes she struggles there because there's actually an object on that tile. Okay, and we can see that we have an additional rope there. So climb back up this south ladder. And then we can swing on over to our secret goodies. Nice. So you don't really need too much momentum. My jumps do look as though they're a bit precarious and dangerous. Yeah, they probably are. But there we go. We've got our items. And now we're going to head in to... Which door was it? Not that one. Diagonal. So it is southeast. So in here, we got some spiders And that is it. Definitely a different change of pace from the previous room. So all we got to do is just grab the edge there and shimmy over to the lever that's just on the very right hand side of the screen there. Well, that's it. Okay, so just go ahead and shoot another spider that's up here. I think that got it. And then hop over and pull lever number 3. Awesome. So before leaving, just grab this Medpack. And you'll see there is another gate right across the room, but that is for the end. So now one more lever to pull. So this is where we can go to, I'm on the wrong side. We need to go over to the north side of the room. So those were the south side ladders. So now I push the block off and remove the boulder from here, we can climb up here. So just hop to the higher ledge here. And be careful with this jump because we've got railings around here that can mess things up for you. So here is the lever to open the next gate. And before dropping down, just be sure to grab some shotgun shells. Awesome stuff. So now heading into the northeast doorway. I don't know where it is. Is it northeast? I'm not even sure. Is this the one? Awesome, it is, it is. Okay, so we have a colour puzzle here. I actually do quite like colour puzzles. Although I appreciate that some people are colourblind, and I have realised I do a lot of describing in colour. Look for the green thing over there. I do that a lot, and I apologise because I appreciate that that's not always helpful. And this colour puzzle is actually pretty obscure. So we have 3 levers on each of these blocks. One is red, one is green, one is blue. And we've also noticed that the back wall has 3 different colours. There's kind of an aqua turquoise, a pinky purple, and a yellow. So we have to pull 2 levers on each block to correspond to the colours. So the aqua turquoise, probably the easiest one. This is the green and blue. So we can hear a gate open. And then the pinky purple. This one's also pretty easy, really. So we want blue and red. Okay. Next gate is open, and this one is the most obscure because it's kind of yellow. What we need is green and red. So this one doesn't really make too much sense. And of course you have noticed spike traps. Yes, if you pull the wrong lever, you'll die. You'll get a bit of a poke from something nasty. So a couple of spiders as we enter. And there we go, here's the 4th lever. There we go, the gate is open. Oh, that's a wall. So come on in. So you can go either left or right. They both loop around to the same area. And I'm just going to hop over to here for a shotgun. Okay. And now in this room there are 2 skeletons. So I will just equip the shotgun. And it's just shown as a scroll there, so we need to pick up that scroll. So both sides here are symmetrical. So there's stairs on either side. So I'm going to actually knock the skeletons off. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm going to go to the other side now. So even though they're not going far, they actually still disappear. Oh, he got me. Right, it's fine. Okie dokie, so they are gone. So the scroll is right over there, but we can't get to that because there's blocks blocking us from getting over to the balcony. So we've got some stuff and things to do first. So on the opposite side where I first started, before I fumbled, there's some shotgun shells. And then in the opposite corner, there's a lever. So we heard a gate open, so there's 2 gates in this room. So one is this side, this is the one that's opened. So come on in this room, there's a lot of holes in the ceiling, so we need to be able to use this block in order to climb on up. But you only need to push this once to get into these closer holes. They all just lead into the same room that's right up above. So pick a hole, any hole. And up here we have yet another lever. So pulling that has opened up this gate right here. We have, yes, you've guessed it, another lever. And now let's go and see what that actually did, because it didn't show us. So that gate across is not open. What it did was remove the blocks so that we can actually get over to the scroll, the ancient scroll. Here we go. So once we've picked that up, we heard another gate open. So that's this further gate down in the corner. Landed right in the bush there. So this is where it gets a little bit weird as well. So we picked up the scroll, but now we need to exit this way to get back to the room where we pulled the 3rd lever. That's that gate there. That's the gate I pointed out that I said is for the end. We need to get out there, and then the level will end. So we just have to open up the gate, which, as I've said, leads us to the 3rd room. It is a bit bizarre, because you can just get there from here. Return back on yourself. So, first thing to do in order to get the gate open, run on over to the ladder. So you'll need to do an angled jump. And then, not so obvious, there is a gap that we can jump up into just here. And another gap. And there will be a skeleton. Whoops, I didn't mean to shoot it, but I think it worked out. Yeah, okay, so I was actually, I didn't mean to shoot just then. I was going to line up a little bit better, but oh well, it's fine. So here, let me just look down. There is this jump switch, but as we pull it, we will take some damage. And you can see a tile with some flames. So the flames will go out, but they will come back on. So you'll have to get off those pretty quick. So grab as you slide so that you just drop straight down. Oh. And then this ideally does want to be a half tile jump so that you can get off that as quick as you can. It's a pretty tight jump so that you don't get set on fire. So I know some people really do struggle with doing the half tile or walked jump, whatever you prefer to call it. So yeah, that is a moment where you will need to do that. So after that, we've raised up that block there. So we can hop onto this, which will now allow us to reach the center just there. And this is a trigger tile. The gate is now open. So be sure to hop all the way back so that you can do a running jump and you can grab the monkey bars. If you do a standing jump, then you'll miss the monkey bars, but you'll land on the block. So it's all good. You'll not die. And then in just a moment, once we get through the gate, the level will end. There we go, level 1 complete, and I had to use a Medpack. So yes, this is actually a pretty cool level. So let's head into level 2. And we'll see that we do not have the scroll anymore. We didn't use the scroll, and we don't have it. So that leads me to believe that perhaps the level builder didn't build that first level initially to continue. So they probably just put it together. Either way, I don't mind. It's a cool level set. But just to clear that up, yeah, that is a bit weird how it's done right at the end of that level. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Take it easy, guys and girls.